Hello everybody, welcome to TYTSports. I stole that from Ben Mankewicz, that's the way he starts all the time. Alright, hello everybody, welcome to TYTSports. Francis here. Thanks to the big lead for giving us 6 good questions to go into the Premier League. As we know, it's starting this Saturday. Oh, I fucking can't wait. Anyway, so they gave us some good questions. We're going to answer them here for you fans. So the first one is, who will lead Manchester City in scoring? For me, Aguero, if he's fit. So they toyed with the idea as Aguero, Yaya Toure was leading last year, but Aguero had 17 goals in a mere 23 appearances last year. If he keeps himself fit, I think he'll be the top goal scorer for Man City, even could be the top goal scorer for the league. Didn't have the most impressive World Cup. Everyone's jumped on the bandwagon of saying he's overrated, blah, blah, blah. In the Premier League, he knows where the back of the net is. He's proved it for the last 3 years. He is a very good goal scorer up there, and he was not fully fit for the World Cup. Pending his fitness, he'll be their top goal scorer. Obviously, they've got Dzeko in there, Jovetic if he's fit. So it'll be interesting to see. So that was the first question. Second question, very quick. I'm going to answer it in about 3 seconds. Will Louis van Gaal bring Manchester United back? We've covered it about 18 times now. Yes, Manchester United will come back, and I think they might win it. Do the promoted teams, Leicester, Burnley and QPR, stand a chance? Big League made an interesting point. History says yes. Teams that usually come up into the league have this sort of survival strategy where they stay up the first year, and the second year they tend to go down. It has happened plenty of times. Looking at their roster for this season, we haven't done as much on these lower half of teams, but QPR have more of a star-studded team than what I see, even though they only just get into the Premier League with a last-minute goal. Signing Rio Ferdinand, Premier League veteran, past it maybe, but he'll do good at that lower half of the league, I think. Whereas Leicester and Burnley, with that huge transfer fee that they get for coming into Premier League, haven't really spent it that much. Stephen Reid was signed. He's the biggest name signing for Burnley to come in, and I just think that they have not added the significance that you need to try and make to get the Premier League up there, I think. So I don't know. Maybe I could see Leicester and Burnley struggling. I could see QPR with that experience in the league staying up. Next question, is Chelsea on its way to coronation? I had to ask Jason what coronation meant, but I guessed it meant are Chelsea on their way to the Premier League title? Maybe so. I know I'm not being so yes or no here, but they have been the most efficient in the transfer market. Jose Mourinho has been a surgeon going into Atletico Madrid and just picking his favourite parts, taking them out. Diego Costa, Philip Luis, and obviously with Courtois coming back to Chelsea, it will take a very good team to win this league this season. That's what I'm saying. Chelsea have added well with Fabregas, also in their draw back. They've added very well, and I think they'll be up there. It's just going to be so close this year. As I said, I think Manchester United will win it, but it wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea won it this season under Mourinho's guidance. Is Liverpool's summer spending Tottenham 2.0? Very, very good question. Gareth Bale, obviously Tottenham sold him, what was it, 2 seasons ago? And they sold him for a huge fee. Big Lead said it was sold for the price of a small Caribbean island, which probably could be true. And then they signed in, who was it they signed? They signed Paulinho, Soldado, Lamela, Ericsson, all these very good, I would class them B-level players to come in and try and combine together and reproduce a Gareth Bale sort of effect, but it's just impossible. When you have that guy who has that sort of impact in the league, you can't replace him unless you bring in another A-list huge name signing. With Liverpool selling Suarez, they've been in and raided Southampton. And they've signed some good players. Emre Can is a very good player. Mankewicz. I just don't think they've signed that huge name that the Liverpool fans can get on board with. I mean, you can agree or disagree, leave your comments. I just don't think, after finishing second, the right choice is to go and sell Suarez and not buy someone like a Royce, like a Falcao. They're still looking at these players who can come in and just change the mentality back to that winning style that they had. I think selling Suarez was a mistake, obviously, because he wanted to go after the things like they couldn't really matter after his Brighton fiasco. They just were done with it and they wanted to make money on it, which is smart. But to sell him and not reproduce someone who's as good as one of the world's best strikers is going to be very hard when you've got competition like Chelsea, who have just added all those players that we said, world-class players. And don't get me wrong, good signings from Rodgers, and he probably do a good job with them, but I don't think they will reproduce the same sort of ability that Suarez did. We just talked about this in another segment there, Community Shield. Are Arsenal fans right to be excited in August? Absolutely. I'd be pissing my pants jumping around, happy-go-lucky with Arsenal, because They have made good signings as well, and after the Community Shield, they look good. Not to read too much into it, but they look confident. Sanchez was the best signing in the transfer window for me, based on his World Cup. In England, of course. Let's not go ahead. Oh, Toni Kroos, Rodriguez is better, whatever. Based on his performance in the World Cup and the way he fits into Arsenal, was an excellent signing from him. And I think that Arsenal are going to be there or thereabouts. Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United. Oh, my head's about to explode. I don't know who's going to be up there. Liverpool as well. Liverpool fans are probably going nuts. Oh, we should be up there. I don't know. Manchester United, I think, will win it. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. TYTSportsOnline.com. Make sure to check us out. Follow us on Twitter. And make sure to stay tuned as the Premier League kicks off in a week.